We are Group 11, myself, Harsh Masne, and Abhishek Gupta. Today, we are presenting our design pattern assignment number 2. This is the adaptive pattern generator, which has priority queue and min heap. Our task was to design my priority adapter, which act as like a bridge between them and behave like a my priority queue. Other is my priority class adapter, which will extend inherits from the main heap directly and then implements my priority queue. We have splitted the work as I have worked on object adapter and has worked on class adapter. So let's first start with downloading the submission, compiling it, explaining the code, and then finally we'll test some test cases which are already provided. So here is our submission. Just downloaded it. Just move it to another folder. So now we'll unzip it. Yeah, our files. Let's open this code in VS Code. So these are our on files. So now let's first compile this code. I've compiled the code. Now I will be starting with the object adapter explanation. So let's open the file. So with my priority object adapter, the it makes a main heap behave like a priority queue. Here, each method is in the my priority queue is connected to an equivalent main heap method. So here, first, we are storing a reference to the adaptive heap using final, so it can't be reassigned. Then I am using a, illegal argument exception to enforce non-null adaptive, which will further prevent runtime error. Then next is we are starting with the methods. So first is the add method. It calls the main heap insert. It will insert value into a heap structure. Next is clear. It will just reset the heap back to empty. We can say by creating a new heap. Then comes the contents method. It checks whether an element is in the list or not. Then is the pick method. It calls the min heap pick mean function. It returns the smallest element and without removing it. Then comes the poll. Uh, it also calls the min heap extract min. What it do it will remove and retain the smallest element. Then comes the size call. It also refers to the min heap dot size function. It will return the number of element which are currently in the heap. And then comes lastly the method to convert the object to array method. So it basically converts the list into an array. This was the uh, priority queue object adapter class. So further, I will just first test the basic test case, that is test one, and I'll show what it's actually. Just open the file to see if the we are getting the expected output. So first, we are just adding numbers into a min heap. So yeah, the expected output is getting matched. Then next is extract mean. So what it does, it will just print the minimum element value, that is one. And then again we are printing the array. So it just remove one and retains the array, as we can see. Next is pick mean. So what it does is it will just print the minimum element and it will not remove the smallest value. So we can see last test case also we are getting the expected output. Now I'll test the additional test, which is not additional test, the object tester file. So yeah, okay. So in this we can see now there are total here we can see there are total 12 test case that validates that the adapter mapping to the heap. So first is the size one, size of the new queue, that is 0. Then if we are adding any element, so the test value is 1. Then they are checking for the pick and poll. So we are getting the exception when heap is empty. Then next is adding jobs, then different order, but always accepts minimum order named. So getting a 1. Then further is if we go further, then we are adding after a pull to become a 2. So it's that test case. Then we are also testing a trace test by adding 1,000 items, and the value we can see test value we are getting 1,000. Then next is finally we are going with the we can say it pushes multiple jobs with the same priority, and we are getting the label output, we can see. So expected and so what it should be and what expected we are getting. So yeah, it's getting match and total test case are 12 and test pass also got 12. So yeah, object we can say the object adapter is working fine. Further, the class adapter will be explained by Abhishek. So yeah, Abhishek, over to you. Abhishek, you're on mute.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, hi, my name is Abhishek Gupta. So I've handled the MyPQ class adapter part of adapter pattern assignment. So our class adapter extend the min heap and implements the MyPriorityQueue. We use the inheritance. That is, the adapter is a heap and it adds the queue interface on the top. So firstly, like what happens, like it calls the supercom to create the min heap constructor. Then after, what we do is like we add the we like the it calls the add, which is inherent the insert. Then after, it clears and removes the element of that. So after that, if you see, like in the code for the public boolean contains, it contains and called the inherited get list dot contain. Then after, it do the peak calls, which inherits the peak mean. And after that, we the poll calls the inheritance extract min. Lastly, the object calls the inherited get list dot to array. So can you just run this code for this adapter, like the yeah, the the class tester. Okay, so I will quickly walk you through the 12 checks that you see in the tester and what each proves for the class adapter. So firstly, the size of the queue is 0. It is like a fresh my PQ class adapter starts with the Avira empty inheritance state is correct. Second is the size should be 1 after one add, which is like nothing but the inserting of mapping, how it works. And then after, the exception from peak on empty, which peak delegates the peak mean and currently throws the value of the no such element exception. Then exception from pull on empty, which delegates which is extracted from the extract mean and also throws as expected we are getting. Fifth is the top is 1. Like after mixing the inserts and the minimum priority job rises on the top, heap properly preserved. Then QMT after clearing the training, it shows the clear via get list dot clear and overall state the reset are correct. Add 3 jobs. So the top is 1 and it validates correctness on the small input. Add 6 jobs, so the top is 1, again it validates the correct size that is growth. And like the different insertion order, like still the top is 1, so the correctness is independent of the insertion permutation. So the 10th, if you see, like the pole is top is 2. So after removing the global minimum, the next minimum surface it is correct. So so the second last, if you the 1,000 items test. So that was the actually the test for that if we in the test class. So if we had a volume that counts the operation and match the expectation. And yeah, so together this shows like the class adapter cleanly implements the priority queue by reusing the min heap through the inheritance to add insert and pick, while calling the pick min, and poll calling the extract min, which contains the clear contains to array dot get list and no redundant override of the size. So that's why the final lines read positive test count should be 12 and 12 after 12. That shows like all the test cases are getting passed for that. Yeah.
Now, lastly, we'll just test the additional test also.
Yeah. So the additional test thing.
So here also we can see that all the 7 test cases are passed and we are getting the positive count is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think that was the end of our demo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek.